Y'all didn't think I could get through another video without breaking this guy out, did ya? Oh yeah, the 3.4 inch Glory Craw, brand new mold by Epic. The last video we tripled that 2-inch crusher and it turned out fantastic. Today we got 2 laminates to shoot in this guy to go with a couple of custom football jigs. First cup is ready to rock and roll for our first laminate. Let me show you the jig that we are going to match it up with. It's a beautiful black and blue. Started out with black with blue flake on the head, 1/2 ounce football head. I then went to a blue half tab in the back, paired that up with a black Colorshift on top, and then overall a black with blue flake. So this one is going to look pretty dope, and I want to make a laminate that has this bright blue on the back, and then the normal black blue on the front. Let's actually start with the back this time and use some Flippin' Blue by Lureworks. I have no idea saturation here, so let's start with 10, see what that gets us. Alright, that's not too bad. I thought it was going to be a little thicker given the nature of those drops. Before we add more pigment though, let's go ahead and add the flake, because the flake is really going to bulk it up, and I'm going to add a lot of flake. I've got a 1/2 teaspoon of the medium size 40. Let's start with that. And then we'll go a 1/4 teaspoon. Same color, this is Lureworks Royal Blue. Very strong blue. So if you, like me, like a really strong blue in your black and blue colorway, this is the one that I go with because it really stands up to the black. And we're going to add it to the black side as well. I want a bunch of it in the bottom. Yeah, see that? Before we move on, because I think we do need to add more pigment, I actually want to add a touch of silver, 015 silver. Not much, just I was going to say a 16th. Let's go ahead and do an 1/8. Yeah, just a little bit more. There we go. Just the occasional little silver fleck in there. And I do think we need more pigment. So let's go. That was 10. I think we can afford. That's pretty thin. Let's go another 10. All right, I'm feeling good about that. Let's see if it pans out here. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to go with. On to the top. Speaking of which, here we are. We are ready to rock and roll on the top, which is going to be more of that classic black blue. So Lureworks black. Start with 15 drops. I really think that's going to do it for this one, but we'll make sure here. Oh yeah, that's going to be good. We do need the same flake though, almost. No silver in the top, just the other two, and we're going to go less this time. So an 1/8 of a teaspoon, because we only want highlights, right? We don't need to saturate the top with a bunch of flakes since we have all of that going on the bottom. So an 1/8 of the big stuff and a 1/16 of the 15. See how well it stands up to that black? It was hard to find a blue that was that strong in a black, but this Lureworks Royal Blue is the ticket. 8 ounce into dual injector as usual. The engraving on this has the belly color to the left, so that's my brighter blue. I have had these on the hot plate along with the block and my injectors because it is stinking cold, and I got the garage door open. That looks good. Let me poke that beforehand, because the block will always make a little seal right there, and then it'll block additional Plastisol from getting down in and feeding the runner. So it's good to have something to poke that so that you can get the Plastisol down in there. Alright, let's check her out. Oh, opened up on the bottom. Oh, the bottom looks good. Ooh, the bottom looks good. Man, this mold. I haven't even seen the baits yet, and it's like, man, this mold. Ah, so good. Let's see the top. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Look at that lamination. Holy moly. I have not shot this pattern before, but I like it a lot. What a profile. Jeez Louise. Tell me that's not going to get absolutely smashed. Woo! Thing's going to go down on the bottom. It's going to stand up. This skirt's going to flare out. Those claws up in the defensive position. Those legs just kind of, you know, undulating, doing their thing. Flashy flash on the back as the current, you know. Oh, golly. This thing is going to get hammered. First cup of the next color is in the microwave, starting to warm up. Let me show you the jig that's going to inspire this super Colorshift pattern. Another 1/2 ounce football head jig. The color on this one is a boss color called Green Pumpkin Camo. I started out with this gold flake silicone, 1/2 of a tab of that. We paired that up with kind of a color shifty, I think it's called Texas Craw, 1/2 tab on the top, and then finished it out with a striped green pumpkin and black silicone with some nice red thread that I thought looked nice. I thought this guy would go really well with some Super Colorshift by Alpha Pigments. It's a color that we've used here on the channel quite a while back when we made that bladed jig together, and we used Alpha Pigments Tsunami Super Colorshift in the top. So we're going to do that again. There's our plastic. Yep, here we go. I say again, but we are going to tweak it just a hair. I want to see what a different offset pigment looks like with Tsunami. 1/16 of a teaspoon. If I recall, a little bit of this stuff goes a really long way, which is good because while it's spectacular in bait making, it ain't cheap. But boy, is it worth it. Holy moly. On the camera, it looks much more yellow over here and up here. In person, that's like a beautiful copper brown. I mean, it's phenomenal. But I want it to be more green, right? We got a lot of green in this jig. I pulled out baby bass. So let's start with like 5 drops. I think that's all we're gonna need. So I just wanted to highlight, just kind of bring out those green, yeah. See how much green is brought out more, or how much more rather green is brought out. That's what I was after. All right, cool. Let's go to the flake. I like to do large and small, as you guys know. So I got a 062 black. We're gonna do 1/4 of a teaspoon of that, and then of the 015, let's go all the way down to 1/16. But I don't want to stop there. This skirt with the thread that's red, and inside 2 of these skirts is red flake. So I want to highlight that as well. 015 red. Let's do a 32nd, so 1/2 of a 16th, because red can kind of take over if we're not careful. Maybe we add more, but let's just see where we sit first. Yeah, buddy. 1 drop of black. Kind of richen it up just a hair. Yep, here we go. I think we have our final product right there. That is going to be spectacular. Oh no, I got it in there. Oh crap. Professional bait maker here. We recovered, and our second cup for this color is ready to rock and roll. Belly color is going to be a take off of this pearlish gold on the back. So I picked out one of my favorite belly colors ever, Silk Pearl by Lureworks. Let's use 1/8 of a teaspoon. So gorgeous. Look at that. Silky white. Absolutely beautiful. So nice. To that, we're going to add, I think, 2 things. We're definitely going to add 1. We'll make a judgment call on whether we do 2. But I broke out yet another Lureworks, the Diamond Pearl for this one. And this is Diamond Pearl Gold, since that's what we're going for. These tend to do best against a dark background. And this one being white, this one may not do exactly what we're looking for, but it's certainly going to give it a sparkle factor. That was a 1/16 of a teaspoon because this stuff tends to go a long way. Yeah, you can just see that sparkle in there. All right, we can go more. Let's go another 1/16. I'm tempted to put a drop of black in here, but that would make this belly color like a gray or a light silver, and that's not what we're after. Yeah, that's good. And we are going to go ahead with the extra piece, and that's quite simply gold flake. I've got the larger, medium size 040, 1/16 of a teaspoon. May go to 1/8. I don't do a whole lot of medium size with stuff. You run the risk of it looking kind of polka dotty, in my opinion. But there's something about this gold medium size that always just looks really nice, and this is no exception. All right, here we go again, and let me just tell you, looking at these 2 colors right here beside each other, goodness gracious, they look good. I can't wait to see this laminate. I hope it turns out as good in the mold as they look beside each other in the cups. I forgot to purge it last time. Here's one. There's the other. Felt like good shots. Once again, we'll poke the top of that one just to make sure that that first one can still suck up some extra. Can we go 2 for 2? Let's find out. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that belly color. Oh my gosh, I love it. All right, we're gonna flip it over in a second. I've been looking at this ever since we made it and shot it. Look at this match. Look at that belly color and that back silicone. Is it not absolutely freaking spot on? Man alive, this one's gonna be one that I write down because I'm gonna be doing this belly color again for show. All right, here we go. Oh, yes. Yes, 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 yes! Woo! Dang! Man, this alpha pigment stuff never disappoints. Golly! Wow, look at that. See how it shifts? Green to that brown, copper, you got the red throughout. Holy moly. And there's the lamination. Oh, that is so good. That is so freaking good, man. Woo! Golly, I love it. Love it. Whew. That's a winner. I didn't think it could get any better. And then I put it on the jig. Oh, check that out. Scrum diddly-umptious. Let me give you a close-up here with the other camera. Look at that guy. How about that? Oh my goodness. And look at the back. Is that not fantastic? This is when it's a lot of fun to be a bait maker. I hope you guys had fun today too, watching me pull this together. I do, as always, appreciate you guys watching. And until next build, I'll see you guys in the shop.